Over the past year, I've been able to help my clients generate over millions of dollars in sales with their e-commerce business, from hair stores, shoe stores, from clothing boutiques. How did I do it? Well, this is my $1 million Facebook ad strategy, and it's called the HOF method. Now, if you have an e-commerce business and you're struggling to get consistent sales, right, it's usually because of a few things. It's either the website, or maybe it's the product, or it could be the ad, right? So what I do with my strategy is I break down the HOF method, the H, the O, the F. And when you test these different methods, when you test these different things, it's gonna tell you exactly what's wrong with your business, right? So the H is your hook. Now, if you've ever gone fishing, you know that you need a hook, of course, to put your bait on there, right? Now the hook, if you just throw a hook in there, it might get the fish's attention, right? They may turn around and dab at it, look at it, but they're not gonna bite it, right? So the hook is like your ad. That's your awareness. That's how you bring awareness to your product, to your services. So if you don't have a great hook, the fish, they're not gonna look, they're not gonna bite. Now, the hook is not all you need. You also need that bait. Now, what is your bait? That's your O, that's your offer. People buy offers. They don't buy products, they don't buy services, they buy offers. What is your offer? What offer are you making them? What type of bait are you using? Now, the good thing about it is every fish doesn't take the same bait. They don't want the same bait, right? So your clients, your customers, they don't want the same offers. So what you do is you test different hooks while simultaneously testing different offers, and then you figure out that sweet spot of what type of bait or offer do your customers or clients want. Now, when you figure that out, you can move down to your F, which is your funnel, your sales process. So you're getting consistent sales from Facebook. Now you want to focus on your email marketing, your SMS marketing, your blogs. You can bring in those organic sales. That's squeezing out those last 20 to 30% of sales, right? But what you want to focus on first is coming up with great hooks and great offers. Now, how do we come up? How do I help my clients come up with great hooks? Well, the first thing we do is we move through 4 phases. All right, phase 1 is research. Build your perfect customer from the ground up, right? Where is your customer shopping at? What stores are they familiar with? What brands are they familiar with? What podcasts are they listening to? What websites are they visiting? What influencers are they familiar with? We build a customer from the ground up because once we run these ads, once we test these different hooks, we want to make sure that we're reaching the ideal customer. Now, with Facebook, you're actually able to hijack traffic from different interest groups. Meaning that if I'm selling, let's say I'm selling soap, right? Well, I want to know who's already buying soap, right? And who's already running ads. What soap companies are they familiar with? So now I'm going to go do my research and see who's running ads that has soap companies, what type of offers they're getting, right? And then what is their audience base? What's their customer base? So when you do this, now it gives you the best possible chance to get sales. Now, I like to look at people from a 4D, from a holistic point of view. Because if I'm buying soap, I'm not just on Facebook looking for soap. I'm also on Facebook. You want to break this down into quadrants. What about my personal development? I'm listening to one type of influencer, or maybe a few influencers, to get my personal development in, my mindset training. Maybe it's Eric Thomas, maybe Jim Rohn, maybe Bob Proctor, right? So we have the mindset. Well, what about finances? I'm listening to someone when it comes to money. Maybe it's Dave Ramsey. Maybe Grant Cardone. Maybe it's a certain influencer that's helping me with marketing, right? So I'm not just looking for soap. I'm on Facebook for personal development, finances, health. What about my health? Am I taking CMOS? Am I interested in intermittent fasting? Maybe keto. So what is your customers? What do they believe is true? What are they looking for when it comes to health? And then last is love and relationships. Maybe I listen to Derek Jackson, Trent Shelton, maybe the 5 love languages, maybe I'm in astrology. So when you focus on targeting a customer on this holistic view, now you have the best possible chance to get sales. So we do all that research, and then we move to phase 2, which is test. Now we're ready to test. And the way that we test is very unique. We don't just go straight for the conversion campaign, right? Most people, when they run ads, they go straight for the sale. That's like walking up to somebody saying, hey, buy my shoes, buy my swimsuits. They're not gonna do it. So what we do is we actually test with video view ad campaigns. Why? Because we're testing for attention. We don't want anything other than that. We want attention first, because if you can't get attention, you can't make money. So we test different hooks and we test different offers, and we see which ones get attention and which one of those that are getting attention turns into sales. Then lastly, we optimize. Now, in the optimization phase, we're now looking at the metrics and we become scientists. We want to know, okay, which ad is working based off the numbers. Take your feelings out of it, based off the numbers, what is working, and then we can trim down the fat from there. And then lastly, phase 4, you can scale. And by scale, we scale to the moon. Now you're making $100,000 a month or $50,000 per month. Now you can go out and you can start hiring an agency to take over your email marketing, your SMS marketing, your Facebook ads, your content writing. So you as the CEO can now focus on the growth of the business and the health of the business. Now, if you want any help, right, with these 4 phases, I'm going to create a separate training where I go in, I'm going to dial in on the research. I'm going to dial in on how we test. I'm going to talk about why we use a video view ad rather than a conversion ad. I'm going to talk about how we optimize, which metrics are important, and also about the scaling. And if you want to watch that video, go ahead and click in my description. I have a whole playlist of more videos for you.